Hey everyone, so with Christmas fast approaching, I've been a bit busier and didn't have much time to play today. I say that though because you guys have been sending me a lot of good ideas, and I'm definitely going to try to get to all of them when I can. Yeah, so today I got the urge to check out SION again. I basically only played it for 2 single days since the release, but the cards have always seemed so cool to me. Like SION and all of his support cards just look so dope, and I was really excited to play him, but then when everyone else was playing him on release, like literally the entire ladder was just SION. It sort of killed my vibe to play him because I really just hate mirror matches in general. Especially the SION mirror match was like really degenerate because whoever attacked on 7 just kind of won, it felt like. And literally every single time I tried it on that day, I kept attacking on evens, so I'd lost every single one. And I kind of just gave up on it. But now that no one is really playing him, I want to see how good he still is. Instead of most of the old versions I've seen, this one has a lot of burn to help close out games, since Minimorph is pretty big right now. And there's also still a decent amount of stuns and recalls. It's pretty simple how it works though, but I'll still explain it. So Draven was nerfed, but he's still like the best champion that synergizes with discarding. Because every time you play him or strike something, you get a spinning axe in your hand. A spinning axe is a 0 mana burst speed spell that lets you discard a card and give 1 attack to something. And so the other champion, SION, he requires you to have discarded or summoned units with 35 plus power total. He has an effect where once you discard him, you grant the strongest ally already currently on your board Overwhelm. And that's not really used, but you should technically keep it in mind because it might be the difference in some of your games, especially if you double draw him. But usually you're going to want to play him after he's leveled already, and so when he comes down, I'm pretty sure he's a 10-6 Overwhelm. But he has this crazy last breath effect, where if he dies, he comes back and gives you your whole team a rally again, and he's a 10-4 Overwhelm to do even more damage. So unless they have Hush or Minimorph for the most part, you're going to do crazy amount of damage. Like you have so many other ways to get in the damage as well, so usually just that one SION attack is enough. But it's kind of crazy that they can't even kill it because you'll just rally and get an attack again. You literally need to silence it in some way, or stun it I guess, or recall. Yeah, so there's a lot of good like discard synergy cards that are pretty aggressive. They basically have like 3 different 1-drops. The main one is just Zonite Urchin. It has a play effect where you discard a card to draw 1, which is really good. Because all these cards like want to be discarded, a lot of them do at least. And then you also get to draw 1, so it's just really good synergy. Keep in mind, you can actually play this without discarding if for some reason it makes sense to. On like the right side of the screen, you'll be able to press skip to just play it without discarding. But for the most part, you're going to discard something, right? So a really good turn 1 play if you're attacking would be to discard the Grenadier. The Grenadier, to play it, you have to discard 1, or when it's discarded itself, you summon a copy of it. So if you play Zonite Urchin discarding Grenadier, you can have a 5 damage attack on turn 1 if they don't play a blocker. You can also technically Poro Cannon. That's why I say Poro Cannon is kind of a turn 1 play. Because a lot of the time, if you have to, you can play Poro Cannon onto the Grenadier, and then play the 1 Poro, and then on turn 1 you have 4 damage potentially pushing. If you're attacking on turn 2 though, usually you're going to want to play an Urchin or a Poro Cannon, and discard onto your Fallen Rider. Because Fallen Rider, when it's discarded, you create a Risen Rider in hand, which is a 4-2 Fearsome, so he gets 1 extra stats and health and attack. So you end up with this 4-2 Fearsome on turn 2, which a lot of units can't get over on turn 2, and that 4 damage again can really add up and really make the difference because you have all this burn and SION. And yeah, so Fallen Rider is your preferred like turn 2 attack, but it's good at any stage for the most part, right? A lot of decks can't block this. And Boom Baboon is a pretty good amount of damage. It can be pokeyed and group shotted in this meta, but if they can't remove this, it's threatening a lot of damage. But the main reason that makes this card really good is the Flame Chompers you get in hand for free. Flame Chompers is a 0-2 with Challenger, so a lot of times you're summoning that for free with a Draven Axe or like a Poro Cannon. But technically you can do like a slow speed development with like Urchin or Sump Dredge or whatever. And it basically just drags one of their blockers away to make it more likely that one of your units are going to hit their face. So it's a really good way to try to push in damage. And with that same idea, Arachnoid Sentry kind of fits in there. Because Arachnoid Sentry is a stun card, usually it's used defensively. But you can kind of do the same thing as you would with the Flame Chompers. Whereas you can be aggressive with him if you want to in a certain matchup if you're not going to need to stun them. You can stun one of their blockers. And then so you end up having an extra unit to attack with, but in the same action, getting rid of one of their blockers. I think I mentioned Sump Dredger recently, but it's kind of like a big Zonite Urchin. Really good stat line, doesn't have Fearsome though, but 4 damage is pretty threatening, especially when you again have stuns and Challenger units to drag them out of the way. And it draws you one, which is really good. Then the last unit is Lost Soul, so this unit is really crazy, and they actually nerfed it because it used to be once you discard this card, Lost Soul, you get a Twin Blade Revenant. And that's a 4-3 card. They used to have Challenger and was really good for like controlling the board and removing threats and stuff like that. But they actually took that away and made it Fearsome, which actually kind of makes this deck a little bit better in a way, even though it was supposed to be a nerf. It's kind of a buff to Scion, because the fearsome keyword actually makes it way more easier for us to actually hit face with it and get more damage in. And yeah, so I think that's all the units. As for the spells, we got Rummage, which you discard up to 2 cards and draw 1 for each card you discarded. Honestly, don't really like this. It's a bit slower of a card, but I kind of do like it in this deck with a lot of the burn, because a lot of the time you're just going to want to search for the last little bit of burn you need to finish them off. And I mean, of course it does synergize. Like, you have a lot of things obviously you want to discard. So it's not a bad card. It's just a tiny bit slow, but I think it's really good late game when you really need to look for your burn, like I said. And sometimes you're going to want to be able to discard 2 things at burst speed for like offense or defense. Like, you could theoretically discard a Grenadier and play it, and Flame Chompers at the same time for pretty cheap and burst speed, so they can't respond to it. Then we have the burn with Mystic Shots, obviously, deal 2 to anything. Get Excited, deal 3 to anything, but you have to discard 1 card. And then 2 Decimates. And then Survival Skills is really good. It's really good against Quick Attack. So if you're for some reason playing against like Zed, Sivir, Rumble, like any Quick Attack unit, it's really good against them, because once this card is discarded, your strongest ally can't die. Like, it can't drop below 1 health that round. So it's a really good combat trick to be able to blow out like Quick Attack units. It's just really good against like any sort of damage removal in general. Yeah, it's a really simple deck. Basically, you're just playing a lot of these like early game units and like a couple different combos to try to cheese like any damage you can to face, because you're going to be able to finish them off with just like Fearsomes from like Fallen Rider and Twinblade Revenant, and Overwhelm from Scion, and a bunch of burn, right? The cool thing about this deck as well is that, again, it's good against a lot of things. Even if they have Mini-Morph, because of the burn, I think you're still able to win a lot of games. If they don't have Mini-Morph, a lot of times it's just a free win. And if you're against another aggro deck, at least from my experience from playing this, you can usually beat them because you have a lot of your own little blockers, right? You have a lot of units that have a lot of attacks, so you can block fearsome units. And you have a couple different options. You can choose to race them first of all, which this deck has the capability to do, depending on your hand at least. But you can always fall back on just kind of playing it slow. Play maybe like Grenadiers and Flame Chompers as blockers if you have to. Maybe Mystic Shots, some units. You can use these sentries defensively, because you have the better late game with like Scions and Burn. So in my opinion, this deck is probably still really good right now. Probably it's still a pretty decent climbing deck. Yeah, anyways, that's about it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Maybe even like the video, everything helps out. If you want to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below. I make a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks. What is fearsome? A fearsome deck? Alright, let's see who can do more damage. I mean, this is a turn 1, 2, 3, 4 play, right? So what the fuck is my hair doing? Whatever. They can't block that. Heals Badman. But he can't block this, right? Well, shit. I wonder if I should have even attacked there. I mean, I have to attack with the Poro, but I wonder if I should attack with my Fearsome.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
I like this, because I can block that. I can block this Elise without actually dying. Also, I don't want to take damage. I think I just sacked this Poro. Yeah, we can play that. Sion's leveling up really fast. If we can make it to turn 7, we're probably chilling. That's what I'm kind of banking on. I feel like we're allowed to play it kind of slow, because we win the late game with Burn And you can block this, which makes playing this kind of silly. Maybe I just play Draven then. So the issue is if I play this, he blocks this with that, blocks this with this probably, and I just do 2 damage. Now he blocks this with this, and if he wants to block anything, it's like this probably, and I do 1 extra damage this way. I think playing Draven gets me 1 extra damage. If he doesn't even want to block with that, then yeah, he does. So yeah, we got 1 extra damage this way, I believe. I think we're still relatively healthy and we're up on board. I guess we're kind of scared of harrowing is like the main thing we're scared of, and he can do it on technically turn 6. No, he doesn't attack till turn 7. Oh, but we don't get to attack on turn 7, so that's kind of sus. Okay, I'm down to actually survival skills onto the Elise. I play this. I kind of like this play. So what happens is, I guess I could have played Twin Blade as well to be more mana efficient. I mean, we don't really mind banking the mana because we have decimates anyways that we're gonna want to use. I think the play is, sorry, this is fine, right? So we're gonna play this Poro. And what happens when he attacks? We use so this is what I think I want to do.
This is gonna hurt for you.
I don't know how good it is, but like we kill that, it doesn't die. This doesn't die here, and we get a tick for Draven. Should we just totally level up Draven? I don't know how good that play was. I just kind of want to test it out. It seems kind of good. Leveling Draven.
I thought I was already perfect.
I think we're allowed to play this as well, the Twin Blade Revenant, because he can't block this fearsome, but he could like Vile Feast it, and if he wants to block one, he can only block 1, right? So he can block one of these, he can't block the other one. If he blocks this one, like he only saves 2 damage. So this is really good. Oh, I should have axed. Scion, I guess? Oh, he was gonna heal anyways, never mind that. I was gonna say, we could have axed and then had him at potentially lethal with the Get Excited Decimate, but he healed anyways. So if he harrowing's here, we're fucked. Okay, Decimate's kinda spooky. We have 3 fearsome blockers though, so I don't think I'm too scared. And we have Get Excited to beat his Fervor. Fuck, man. Okay. Well, he can't do that right now, so I think we just do this. We kill the weakest enemy. So we need to just kill him right away. We need to kill him on this attack. I think we do. Because if he blocks this, unless he has Vile Feast, Fervor. Double fervor. We have to hope he doesn't have a triple fervor. Got him. Dude, that deck did a lot of damage. Like, that was way closer than I thought. That's kind of scary. I mean, he did attack on turn 1 though, right? Like, he did attack on odds, which is favorable for aggro decks. But man, like, that was, if he had third fervor there, that would have been so sad. Ooh. Dragons. Not too excited about this. I mean, they are slow. They are a slow deck. And we do have a good opener. Like, we should be able to deal what? I kind of want to get this on the field. But I think we have to try to push this 5 damage. A lot of times dragons run an answer. They run, I mean, not an answer, they run healing. So if you play Shyvana now, or like the 3-cost dragon, it's kind of awkward.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart. Let the blood boil half. Come face me.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. But I think we still had to attack. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't actually have to sack that unit. I mean, it does make it weak. Oh no. I like playing this so I can maybe still spinning axe survival skills.
Learn to fear a dragon's rage. Suffer my fury.
I just let it die. Like, I do attack on turn 7, so like the sound could be really good. Maybe the survival skills is just I don't need it.
What are you waiting for?
He probably has this an answer, right? I don't know, I wish I went on to this one. I wish the like ability went onto this. Okay. I mean, it does die. Can I just do this? Because it's very unlikely he has a way to stop this. Even with Sharp Sight, they can't beat that. And this gives us like a Get Excited or a Mystic Shot out. I guess if that's all he was going to play, we should have played the other Twin Blade Revenant. I just figured there's got to be something he would play. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but it's, I mean, it's no, it's no, what's it called? No lifesteal, which is the main scary thing, right? It's gonna keep going wide. So because of the get excited, I think we can always just do this because we give an opportunity not to play lifesteal. If we play Scion and he plays like Sunforger plus like Concerted, then if like maybe the math adds up where he survives. But I'm pretty sure if we just attack like that with the get excited backup, we're guaranteed to win. Ooh, Draven Rumble. How important is Sentry? I don't run any flocks in this deck. I run just burn. Get a better opener. Well. That's not good. Being attacked, that'd be kind of good for me, but it's fine. We'll be fine.
The party has arrived.
Unless he like mystics me, which he can do.
I have the best.
Never mind, he can't. If he has survival skills, we get beat here. If not, we do 7 probably, unless he wants to block something. Okay, I mean that's fine. Makes sense. Wait, don't you block the Draven every time there? Okay. We take those, I guess. Oh, that's really good.
A new challenger.
Oh, if we had survival skills here, we'd be so chillin'. You just like auto win the game.
Let's boogie. Axes coming right up.
So Rumble gets it in for 6. Pretty good. Let's keep going wide. And we have a choice to play Risen Rider. Let's calculate. Okay, let me actually think. I go play too fast a lot of the time. So, we play Boom Baboon. We're gonna be able to burst speed onto this, an axe. Like an axe onto this, which will give me the Boom Baboon. And we'll eventually level up our Draven on the attack. We get to drag 2 things away. So we'll have Boom Baboon, and we'll have a 3, 4, and 4. Well, kind of 3 4s, right? So we'll be threatening 15 damage. And he's only gonna be able to block 1 thing. If we just play this, we drag 1 thing away. It's like the same when we do 1 extra damage, but he can block an extra 1, so it's always Boom Baboon, right? Now the scary thing is if he has Whirling Death, but I think this line is okay into Whirling Death. I think though because of Whirling Death, we put the axe onto this dude because he probably wants the Whirling Death, the Draven, and he's passing. He has this, but he's passing, which makes me think he has Whirling Death, So I think we put the axe onto this one. And now if he wants to, if he whirling deaths this one, then he has a pretty scary rumble attack, but we have a decimate lethal. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, he would have done it on the Draven if he put it on the Draven. So I guess it didn't really matter where we put the axe, right? Well, I guess it does matter because now we keep our champion alive. Okay, so that's pretty scary though. Well, we can block this. We're only really scared of that. And we can, and if it doesn't have overwhelm.
Ready to blow.
Yeah, that makes me think he has might. Or whirling death. I'm pretty scared. Oh, okay. If that's his attack, I am super down with that. Because all I need to do is... Oh, that's really bad for him, I think. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Now we just send this in. And no matter what happens, probably we have lethal already in hand. And spells. So probably is like whirling death, I assume. Or get excited. Alright, but sweet. Yeah, we press accept. Now we can just get excited with the axe. And there should be nothing you can do in those regions. And even if he could, we just decimate, so yeah. Pretty good. He kind of messed up that attack. Like, that was a pretty bad attack with the rumble attack that one turn. Unless he had like a might or like might plus whirling death to get in a bunch of damage to be able to burn us out. But when he didn't have anything to go on top of it, it was like, why are you like not going wide or something? Like, alright, Zed Sivir. Steel duck. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, do you ever keep Zed? I mean, like, do you ever keep Mystic for Zed? Because he's probably always gonna have like banked mana. Oh, what the fuck is his hand? Oh, that's not good. Don't you usually take that attack because I have elusive? Huh. I forgot they nerfed that too, by the way. It's really good. Damn, I wish I had it now. Do I just kill the Zed? I don't know.
The party has arrived.
I kind of like this.
They won't suffer long. resting face.
I want him to block with the Zed and the Ringblade duo, so I think I dragged the 2-1 away.
Axes need victims.
Where are you going?
Cut the breath.
Is that a twin? Well, shit.
Draven out.
Nothing's lost. It's just waiting to be found.
And you won't believe what we found today.
I think this is pretty good. I'd rather be able to do it burst speed, but it is what it is. Stop his attack.
Time for the main event.
Nope, thou shall not be participating in this fight.
Sand and trouble far as the eye can see.
The joys of home.
Let's boogie. I am a true master.
He blocked the biggest one. But I don't think I want to survival skills now just to save this one. I'd rather use it on defense for that thing, right? Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Well, we can push one extra damage, which could matter because then it gives us a mystic shot out. So now we have mystic shot out, I guess, as an extra out. So get excited or mystic or decimate would have won us the game. We can still technically draw into get excited or mystic if we're gonna die this turn.
Off we go!
Oh no. They could have Flurry of Fists. Let's go. I want him to tap under deny. As soon as he taps under deny, we win.
Step lightly. Come on, Rib!
Okay. Hopefully he goes for like a Flurry of Fist or something. If you had Flurry of Fists, wouldn't you be like making this quick attack? Or this thing?
Business as usual.
Yeah, there you go. Damn, he can just ghost. And he doesn't have to tap under deny. You can't block those, right? Okay, wait, that's okay. Make him use Flurry of Fists or something. Or stun, there we go. And then now we can go for the... There we go. Let's go! He had a pretty cool deck though. It's pretty interesting. It's like, it's the old thing, right? It's the old like Zed Sivir. Ew, can't talk. The old Zed Sivir. I never played it when it was like OP, but now that it's like not played as much, it'd be cool to revisit.